In this video, we're diving into customizing the Squarespace Palmer template, specifically for your restaurant business. This template is designed with elegance and functionality in mind, making it a perfect choice for showcasing your menu, your ambiance, unique dining experience. I'll guide you step by step through the customization process, helping you create a website that not only looks great, but also drives engagement and attracts customers. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Catherine Forbes, founder of Designing the Row, and I'm a Squarespace expert and Squarespace authorized trainer, and I've designed hundreds of client websites in Squarespace. And today, I'm excited to help you get your website up and running with this template. I'll go ahead and share my screen and we'll go to squarespace.com/templates to get started. And browse templates, and we're going to come over here on the left to all templates. And I'm going to do Command F and search for Palmer, which is the name of our template. And here it is right here. I'm going to click into the Palmer template and start with this design. It will ask you for your site name, which I'm assuming in this case is your restaurant name. I'm going to just call this Palmer Example, hit Continue. From here, I always just hit close and we can get started. So to get started, if you want to make the most of this, what you're going to need are some pictures, some menu items ready and typed out, some descriptions about your restaurant. If you have press and some press links, that would be great. And if you already have a reservations platform that you use, have that info available. And of course, your social media links. So if you have Facebook or Instagram for your restaurant, have those links ready. And let's just go ahead and dive in. We're going to dive in with the homepage. I'll go through what they're calling the welcome page, at least the welcome, menu, press, and reservations page. And we'll just go page by page, and I will show you how to customize all of the elements in this Palmer template. So I'm going to start by clicking edit here on this welcome homepage, and they start us out up here with an image. So to change out this image, we are going to click edit section and go to background, and here you will see this image here. To switch it out, all you have to do is hit delete and then drag and drop in your own. Our next section here, each of these different sections, when the background changes, we're going to call that a different section. So this section is just simply text. So all you have to do is just triple click to highlight all of the text, and you can copy and paste in your own text. If it pastes in with some funky styling, this little TX icon here will clear all your formatting. You can change the styling and the sizing here, but they have their template as header 3 for this section. Next, they have some of their favorite menu items. Again, you can just click in here and just all you gotta do is type, and you'll get your text here. This section here, if we click the little pencil icon, so I would just recommend maybe just deleting pretty much all of this except for maybe one or two, and then you can replace in the same format that they have your own. So let's say I'm going to have a grilled cheese here. It's going to be $12. Pretty sure I paid $12 for a grilled cheese before. And your description of the grilled cheese here. And then you just continue down here with however many menu items you would like to display on your home page. They have some design options here. You can do just one centered column or keep it the way the template has it here with the multi-column. And if you need to change from the dollar, you can do that here. We'll continue down. So right now we're just working on the actual content itself. This is a link to the menu page, so you can just leave that as is if you'd like to keep that there. And then down here is a gallery. So I'm going to hover over these pancake pictures and click Edit Gallery. What I would do is click on this first image here, hold down Shift, select the last image. That will select all your images. You can delete them, and then just right here where these pictures are, drag and drop in your own images. And down here they have some press, as a little preview of their press here on the home page, and some quotes. You can put in your own quotes here, just simply editing the text as you see it. This read more reviews is already set up to go to the press page. Down here, important information for a restaurant is where you are, how can people find you. So just type in wherever you are here. Get your hours and your contact info, and then you can actually, if you click edit here, type in your business name and address, and the map will populate for you with your location. If you want to change the design from this grayscale, there are a good amount of options here for you to change to if you'd like. And then if we click on edit site footer here, anything down here in this footer will show up on every single page. So again, change this to your restaurant name, put in your address again, your contact information, your hours, and then your social links here. So to do a link, let's see, I'll do a test link here. And by the way, if you saw I just hit enter after Instagram and it did kind of a double space. If you are on Squarespace, if you hit shift and then return, it'll do a single line space. I know that drives a lot of people crazy. So to do a hyperlink, we will highlight our text, and then I always do the shortcut, which is Command K, or you can hit this little link button right here and then do whatever your Facebook page is. Put the URL here, and when you click out of that, you can see we've created a hyperlink there. Personally, I always delete the Made with Squarespace. You can do the same and hit save. So that's a quick rundown of how to replace all the template material on the home page with your own stuff. Let's go over to the menu. This is going to be very similar to what we just did on the home page. If you click edit, you can see here they have all sorts of menus here. If I click into this little pencil icon here, you can see they've got some more formatting here to separate out their breakfast and their lunch. So I'd recommend keeping this in there, maybe deleting some of the clutter like we said earlier, keep one or two things in each section, and then just replacing it instead of deleting it all and starting over. Formatting help, if you need help figuring out what the formatting means, they do have this little tab over here that will help you. And something I didn't go over on the home page, if you want to change a background color, if we do that edit section and come over to colors, you can have the option to do that here. But what I like to do is do all of my content, get all of that in there, and then style it later. They've got a little extra space here, so I would pull that up there, and then you can resize your section like this. And save and exit. There's not going to be much here on the mobile view to change since it's just that one block of all the menu items. So you should be good to go on your menu page. The press page, if we come into edit mode, again, this is just several blocks of text with their quotes, and then these link out, like I showed you how to create the hyperlink, they link out to the source of the quote, which is good for SEO. If you want to move these around, you can do that. I think they're a little spaced out here for my liking. Do as you please though. Make that a little shorter. Again, this should all be good to go. Since it's all in a template, your mobile should be good to go. But always give that a look. We will hit save here and exit. Reservations. Come into edit mode here. Again, this is just a block of text. And if we click into the pencil icon here, this is using the talk integration here. Depending on what you use, you can add an embed code for that here. I will show you how to do that if you do add block. So if you're not on the talk platform, you can do add code. And we can size that to be the same spacing here. Click the pencil icon, delete hello world, and then copy in your embed code, and you can have your own embed for your reservations, whichever platform you might use, and then just click on reservations and delete the talk. And since we've made changes, we do want to come over to mobile and make sure whatever you've done here looks good. I'm going to hit exit and not save those changes. And let's come into edit mode again. And we'll focus on this top bar here. So we'll do edit site header. I'll admit I got a little excited showing you how to do the homepage that I didn't do the colors and the logo and all of that stuff first like I usually do. So we'll come into, if we click on whatever you typed in your restaurant name and click the pencil, you can add in your logo here and that will replace just the text. You still want to have the text there, but you can add in your logo here. If you want a separate logo for mobile, you can add that alternate option in there. To add in your own social links, click on the ones they have here and click the little pencil icon. You can delete these and then click add in and add your own social icons here. Log in, depending on what your restaurant has, you may or may not need this. You can delete if you don't. And then let's hit exit here and come back to the welcome homepage. And I will show you how to edit your colors and your color palette and your fonts. So if we click Site Styles, you can see here there's fonts, colors. You can change the style of your buttons and your forms. There weren't any forms on this site, so we could stick to fonts and colors and buttons here. Fonts, if I click this little arrow on the right, you can come to font packs. If you don't have restaurant branding at the moment, you can choose from their preset font packs here. There's serif, mixed, sans serif options you can go through, or if you do have custom fonts, your heading font option right here. Come into family, and if you browse all fonts, you can see the many font options they have to choose from, or you can search your own font right here. Same with the paragraph font. If I come back one more time, paragraphs, you can change button and miscellaneous text here, the font. Back to site styles, here are our colors. If we do edit palette, you can see there's some presets down here, but if you have some custom website or some custom brand colors, you can add those in up here. If I just click on this second block right here, you can add in your hex code, or depending on what format you have the color code in, you can change that here. Let's see if I change this color. I don't know where they might have used that. There we go. You can see it changes immediately as you make the changes on the site or on the color palette here. Let's see if I make something more dramatic of a change. There we go. You can see it changes immediately, so you can see how it's used. I'll put that back to white. Once you have your color palette loaded in here, if you come to your site page, maybe you don't like the way the colors are being used, you can change that over here by going to edit section and then colors, and you can click through all the different color schemes and how your colors are being used over here. So I'd say add in your palette and then come back to your pages and adjust things accordingly over here. So again, each section, when the background color changes, you can change individually that way. I'll hit save. And again, that works for every section on every page. We want to change the color here. We can do that and hit save and exit. So that is how you replace the content that comes in the Palmer template, the Squarespace template. If we come into pages, this is if you have other pages that you would like to add that are not included here. If you click this little plus button here, you can add a page to your main navigation. If you add something down here to the not linked section, it will be live on your website but not appear in the main navigation for people to easily find. And then a couple other things I'd like to show you. If you come into the settings here, something I would recommend you doing is coming into the domains and email, domains, and this is where you will connect your domain when you are ready to go live. So it can be yourrestaurantname.com, but I'd also recommend that you change this built-in domain name here. So we'll do Palmer example here. Really, it's more of a back-end thing that since we can change, we do change. Permissions and ownership. This is where you can add more admins. Let's see, what else do I want to show you? If I come into website, this favicon right here is how you can replace this black box up in the tab. Social links, if you need to add more social links to your main menu, you can do that. Social sharing. You can add the favorite picture you have here, so whenever you share your website on social media or across online, that's the image that will pop up with your website as the preview. Let's see other things you might need to know. This should get you going pretty well when you're ready to go live. If you click this blue subscribe button right here, business plan is, as you can see, the most popular. It's what the majority of my clients are on, so that's what I would recommend. These two commerce plans, unless you're selling anything through your website, selling a good amount, you don't need either of those. So I'd recommend starting with the business plan. If you would like my 20% off Squarespace discount, you can sign up for my discount code at designingtheroad.com/Squarespace, and you can get this for yourself. I think that should be all you need to know to get started and build out your Palmer restaurant website. If you have questions for me as you're going along, drop them in the comments and I'd be happy to help.